All right, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. Today we're working on this 48 Ford. We've gotten more stuff done, and we're working on this Willys. John, this Willys. Yeah, this Willys right here. We're working on this pink Willys, and we're gonna make sure we get this one going on the body. We got lots to do. 2 paint jobs. We'll see if we can get anything closer. Thanks for watching. So as you saw in the opener, yeah, I'm going to try to work on 2 vehicles. Okay, instead of just doing one thing today, I'm going to try to do 2 things today. 48 Ford. My dad and Jonathan. This is Jonathan. Hi. This is his truck. Right there. That's his truck. All right, I should tell you a story. We've collected a few subscribers. Good news for us. We broke 1,000. I appreciate it. 2 years. 2 years tomorrow. So that would be the 27th of July was our first video 2 years ago. And we made it within 1 day of that, a 2-year anniversary. Super awesome. Appreciate everybody's support. So what have we got done on the 48 Ford? I'm going to give you updates. These lists that are all marked off, Jonathan and my dad did. So we'll go through them. But they have gotten a lot of stuff done. A lot of things finished. The brake parts are half gone, which is really good. Come on over here. So Jonathan and my dad, both of you guys, or maybe you, and he was a watcher, hard to say, have stripped all the old, painted that, new wheel cylinders, new brakes. You know, obviously we need to find a cap for it. All that's the old junk off of there. Both sides done. What do you got right here, John?
I got the old hard lines.
The old hard lines. This is why the truck had problems, rusted through. I knew that 4 or 5 years ago. These drums we are having difficulty getting off. I don't know that made the video cut at all. I don't think we showed anything on that. But I'm going to have to heat right here. This is where they're caught. They had bolts that held them in. We got that out. And, you know, we can tap it with a hammer, and it's just caught right there. So we're going to have to heat that. Hopefully it won't disfigure it. Let's go back here. I think in the last video, John, was parts of us putting this all back together. It looks still like crap, but that's okay. It's getting better. This is all welded in. This was all, I have not touched this. This is all raw weld, and I've made this shape, and now we'll be able to sand this. I'll probably show you some of that. Sand that, and then if we do some body filler, I think I can make that kind of transition. I've gone to the iron worker, and I've made some brackets here. We'll put those on probably on this video. And obviously we're going to cut these, grind these, make these shapes. You also see I started working on the tailgate. I've cut out some of the bad metal that was so disfigured. It looks like the chain once it got caught in there. We're going to fix that up. I've hammered most of the dents out. This is bad. This is a bad tailgate. Okay, it's full of rust. Somebody's put that piece of pipe in there. It's a bad tailgate, but it's the greatest tailgate we have. So we're going to keep using it. Here's some more of the lines. We'll get those replaced. Let's talk about all this. Inside I've welded up all the holes that somebody's drilled in it. There's still things to do. Let's talk about this. Oh yeah, baby. Right here, Johnny, can you see that? The inner metal and the outer metal. I think I'm just going to grind that right off, and we're just going to mud over that, and that's as good as I can do. Over here, this one's going to be a little more challenging. I think we're going to cut that out and cut that out. Put a piece in there, and we're going to do our best to make that look good. What else did you do? Oh, you changed all the fluid in the transmission and the rear axle. You got the clutch working. We rebuilt all those clutch parts. You don't have the clutch working?
Not quite, because it's too long with the extension on it, and it's too short with the extension
so we
out.
got to modify that. The fuel tank, there's the sending unit. It's roached right over there in that plastic bag. The floated sunk. It was garbage. Look up inside here. See all those dents? Once upon a time, somebody did something to this poor truck. They hammered it out. They bondoed it. Whatever. It is what it is. It is not as rusty as some, but it is 80 years old, so you're going to get some of that. All right, moving on. Let's go over here. Walking. Pink Willys. If you're a new subscriber, you've seen I had a whole build series on this. I got this Willys. I got the title straightened out. It has the Camaro front end. It has the Camaro rear end. It has this little service box that I bought a whole truck for. I've seamed the frames together. It runs and drives really good. Power steering, power brakes. But I didn't want to show you that. I wanted to show you this, the fuel tank. Jon got out of the 48 Ford. He's pressure washed it. You're going to do some Evapto rust still.
Probably.
Probably. We have some Evapto rust. It's in good shape.
Evapo.
Evapo? Yeah. Evapo?
Evapo rust.
We can hear the rust still in it, but it's not too bad when you look in it. We think there might be a little pinhole there.
Well, that's where the water was coming out.
Probably a little pinhole in. We're going to have to clean that with a wire brush, put some of that sealer on it, and then eventually when we become rich and famous, we'll buy a new tank. Meanwhile, for the little bit we drive it.
No, just weld the gas tank.
Just weld it closed?
Yeah.
The thin galvanized? Yeah, I'm not that good, Jon. You come on, have you seen my weld?
You also need to put a little gas in it before you weld it.
You goofball. All right, so let's talk about the pink Willys. So that's update there. We're going to keep working on it. I want to get back to this. My goal was to get this painted a base pink. I think in the last video, Mariana... Okay, let's back up. Jonathan is my son. He's my 4th child. Mariana is my daughter. She's my 3rd child. I have a wife. I call her Mrs. Just Enough Garage because that seems to be the best for her and her involvement in our YouTube channel. And I'm Darian. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So now, we've got these different pinks. And I hope everybody got a chance to vote. Because when it's all said and done, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. It's obviously. But I don't like this rig because we have all this. This is aluminum. And all this is peeling. You can see that it's just a mess. So we're gonna have to figure out how to sand this, get this. Now, Mrs. Just Enough Garage is a fabulous artist. This was built for her. This is her vehicle. I don't have anything of myself. Jon's got a 48 Ford. Mrs. Just Enough Garage has this really cool 54 Willys. I guess I have a Suburban, but I don't use it. And I guess I have a Rat Rod and a bunch of other vehicles in there, but those don't count. Those just don't. Don't look behind the curtain. Over here, this is what I've put together for her. Automatic. It needs love. We literally hauled this thing home in 2 or 3 different pieces. I broke the window. There's a brand new windows in the back. I just, I got to get somewhere on it, and I got to get focused on it. Let's see if it runs. When was the last time we started this, Jon?
How am I supposed to remember?
I put a choke on it because I got an Amazon carburetor. I couldn't make it work. She's a runner. So, you guys remember, if you want, look back. I had all kinds of problems. I bought this 350 motor. It had a bad cam, blah, blah, blah. I put a different one in it. Okay, so let's get started on some body work. How good are we going to be able to do? I don't know. I've looked around at all my friends. You know how you got friends. I've looked around all my friends, and none of them are any better at body work than me, so we're going to do it. Cool sunroof. Yay. It's a cool little truck. Wherever I drive it, I'll tell you, people are eyeballing this thing. It gets a lot of attention. And I think it's going to be super cool when Mrs. Just Enough Garage has her artwork. She's got some lace ideas. She's got some cathedral stained glass vinyl things she's going to do on some of the service body, I guess. This hole, Jon, we need to do something about this hole because I only need a hole that big, not a hole this big. So in the 90s, this was a real truck put in a real car show, and it had a real 671 supercharger on a small block. As vehicles deteriorate over 30 years, this one was abandoned essentially. The man who owned it passed away 10 or 12, 13 years ago. A friend of mine at the place I was working, he got it, but there was no paperwork. He sold it to me when he was moving. I straightened out the paperwork and kind of rebuilt the whole thing. So anyways, we're going to correct it for our usage. And let's get started. All right, so Jon and I off camera, I'll tell you a story. Okay, I got a lot of new subscribers. Again, thank you. We're a little channel. Every bit counts. The 1,000 was important. The reason I got to 1,000 is because of your support. I appreciate that. But let me tell you about this 48 Ford. I have literally had this in my possession for 30 years. Okay, it has traveled everywhere I went. I've moved to 6 or 7 houses with it. I've never worked on it till this summer. You guys have seen everything we've gotten done. Why do you have it so long, Darian? Well, I've mentioned before, this belonged to my little brother. He was killed in a car wreck when he was 18. Not his fault, just the circumstances. A person fell asleep at the wheel, crossed the center line, and that was what happened. Now, that's the 28th of July, so I think we're probably past that now. Would be 31 years. So I didn't know what to do with it, because if you see, everything I own turns into a rat rod, and I did not want that to happen to this. Jonathan is my only son, and he's my one who said, if I give this to you, will you do it? And he says, yeah, let's put it back stock. So I'm totally on board with it, and that's what I'm doing. But this has some sentimental value to our family. This is why my dad's helping. He's donated some money, which is helping out. So I think we still need to get a radiator, a wiring harness, obviously paint. I think we're about there. Oh, exhaust. We got to build exhaust for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else we got to do to this thing? The wood in the back, but we'll do that after we paint it.
The fuel lines, the brake lines.
So really, we haven't spent that much money on it, but we'll spend all of the money that was allotted for it easily to get it done. So anyways, I just thought I'd give you guys a quick update on it. Now we're actually working. Let's get started. So come over here. So this is the piece of metal we got in the last video. We put it in. I don't know what you saw. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. This strengthened this thing up solid. This sucker's ready to go. So let's try to make it look better. Weld is hard. So let me show you what I've got going on here so you don't have to sit there and watch. I'm going to keep shaping that. Now obviously it's going to leave holes where the weld, maybe I'll have to come back and I'll stitch another one and blend that. And there's Bondo there, John.
Yeah. Well, you can see it's only a little bit of Bondo.
Do you remember how we thought this fender was so nice? Anyways.
Yeah, somebody else fixed it before us.
Yeah. So I'll finish getting it in here with the grinder and do the best I can. And then we might need to put a little bit of mud on it. Obviously, I got this other wheel. Where'd that go? Over yonder. Oh, come hither. So, I bought this little crappy. I don't know that it's crappy, but I bought the cheapest orbital sander that Harbor Freight had to offer. And then a bunch of this stuff. I think I spent, I don't know, 50 bucks or less on different sanding pads. 40, 80, 150, 220, and then I got these for that. So let's put one of these on. This is 80 grit, and this one over here is
40.
Oh, let's start with a 40 grit then, and we'll go from there. That I like using that grinder to get the heavy stuff off, and then this will do the blending. I'm not going to do all of it because obviously I need a patch weld in there. That represents 4 hours minimum to make both of those corners look good. The time you zap, 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 grind, 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 zap, 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 grind, grind, grind. But let's go try it. Let's go see what happens. This is an example of what to do, potential, from a guy who doesn't know what to do. It's a great system. Take your Milwaukee wrench, and the first thing you want to do is put a bend in it like that. They don't come like that, but then it'll clear the guard. So when you just put it on there, you could if you wanted to go all the way around. I found that more handy than the original way that they had made them. But then again, I'm not a Milwaukee engineer.
You could be.
Oh yeah, sure. You got to go to school, John. Look at that.
Quality.
Well, sometimes with these, you got to have that part in or that part. Well, in this case, it's this way. It would be doing a lot of spinning out, but not. Oh, come on, you. So for exciting things coming up on our channel, what do we got, John? We got to finish the flathead. We got to paint that pink Jeep. We're going to try to get this one painted to this year, but come on, what are you doing there? I know what. I know I got a trip planned. I'm gonna take one of the Subarus, go out to Long Beach Ocean Shores, which is Pacific Ocean of Washington State. We're in Washington. It's, oh shoot, it's probably 250 miles from here. It's the longest beach you can drive on with a vehicle on the West Coast. I did it a few years ago, and I'm gonna do it again, and we're gonna take the dogs, have a great time. You may not see any of it, but if you see some weird clips thrown in, obviously not this video, but in the future, you'd be like, well, where'd you get that Long Beach from? Hey, it's not California's Long Beach, it's Washington's Long Beach. Anyways, that's coming up. We got the tractor show coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up.
I mean, I know those car shows never really went very well, but I tag a little bit on just to kind of show people. The tractor show I like a little bit better. We'll probably throw some clips in there when that is in a couple of weeks. And I think that's about it for summer.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's about it for summer. So we're trying to get this stuff done. I mean, August is here, right? By September, the kids are back at school. It starts raining every day in November. So anyways, let's finish this. Let's talk about what I'm doing before I finish it. You can see how that's smoothing that by the way I'm rolling my grinder, and you can see the line. I'm not quite deep enough, but I don't want to make a groove, so sometimes that's why I say you'll come back and you'll spot a little weld and take care of that. Down here I've purposely stopped because you can see that there's more high spot to there, and you can see how I've shaped that, but this is still the original. I don't know that we even showed that on the video. I took a piece of pipe and I cut out that piece that had that roundness to it, and then I welded it on the cap. I left it open at the bottom so that anything that gets in there has a potential to come out, right? Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do for a while. Make that look as good as I can. Obviously down here you see there's a hole right there, like as you can see that's got a little bit of a hole. When I get the welding machine out, I'll put a couple on there and I can smooth that. It's very time consuming. I know YouTube is a genre where boom, fast forward, it's done. You think, wow, that took like 4 minutes. No. There's hundreds of hours you never see on these projects, and you'll get a little window into our livelihood here, so our investment, our time. So we still need shocks. I think I'm gonna replace the front springs. I think that's about it mechanically we need on this. So I'm gonna dink around with this for a few more minutes, finish this one, and then I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the video over there.
All right, so that's after the poly fan.
Yeah, that's just the 40 grit. You can see there was just one little hole in the weld. I'm not gonna worry about that because I still got more to do.
Just one little.
The grinder couldn't get in there, so I have to get a different machine. I might come back and put a weld right there to build that up because my grinder can do that. It's just a reminder, this is what it started out as. I haven't touched this side. This is already starting to rust because we just did it last what was it, 6 days ago? Was it just last Saturday we did that? I don't have the right chains for here. There's a lot to do on this. But meanwhile, let's move on to this brand new, what is that, Brawler? What is that thing?
Bower.
Oh yeah, that's what they're called. It's a Bower.
It's a brawler.
Yeah. Let's use the one that came with it, and then we got our other ones. And let's go screw up. Oh, look at that. It didn't line up with the holes at all. Dummy. Oh yeah, that'll be a better chance of collecting sawdust.
If you line it up.
You're telling me the hardest part of the job?
Come on, whip out your OCD.
I'm gonna. Alright, your turn. Let's see if you can do better. Get the holes lined up. Come on, John.
I'll rip the disc in half.
Why do these things always get thrown away after 5 minutes of use? They don't exactly line up. It's that good quality Chinese product, China. See, that one did pretty good. That one, these are like a half a hole off or more.
Good enough.
Just enough. All right. Let me set up a cord. Let's get rolling on this 1954 Willys. Hey, John, I needed a place to set that hood, that pink hood. What do you think, John? That's pretty cool, huh?
I think you need to put a bigger one on it.
Nah, it's dumb. I really don't like that snorkel, but it's vintage. It's out of the 90s. The guy told me they put it on there once the supercharger went away. They're like, we got a hole. We need to put something. And they found that and put it on there. And you know what? It's part of the Jeep now. I'm going to leave it for sure. So I manufactured this in a previous video to match. It's cool. You know, it's weird, but it's cool. But it's cool. All right, you going to go ahead and sand, or are you going to go ahead and film?
I'll sand.
So I think what we're trying to do is variable speed.
Yeah.
We're going to just get some of that so we can prime over it. We don't want to go crazy to the metal. Speed it up, dude. Whoa, too fast. Get those bubbles. There you go. No, you're doing fine. I've been told I always take away the tools from you. What you want to do is focus on that.
Yeah, but you also want to take this oxidization
No,
off.
you don't. You want to leave that peach on there.
You want to scratch up the surface so that the paint sticks.
Where'd you become an auto body guy?
I've watched videos too.
You could go to school and be an auto body guy.
I've watched the similar videos you watch.
If you go to school to be an auto body guy, take this stuff with you. We'll see if they can do it at school.
Oh yeah, go to the auto body shop, take this, take that, take half
yeah,
your vehicles.
turn this into something cool. Get me one of those. See, that's loading up. Let me get one of those 80 gritters over there. I mean, the 40 gritters.
This one.
Yeah, you got with that paint blisters like that, you got to get rid of it. Oh, wow, brand new.
Yeah.
Loop disc.
Yeah, it turns out it's hard to do it one-handed.
I think these worked out to be like about $1. Well, they were like about $1 each. Because they were 5 something a pack, you know. Harbor Freight.
They got a bunch of ovals in this one so that you...
Because they knew that the stuff they make it didn't line up. And guess what? Still doesn't. Close enough's good enough.
Just enough.
I like working on these cars. You know what I like about it, John? Is they were literally going to the scrap. This one, that one, that one, and that one if I had not took them under my wing. Come on, little cars, I'll rescue you. Oh, you're a little dog at a pound. Come on home with me. That's what I'm doing. So when people say you're doing it wrong, you're right, but I'm trying. So moving on from there, let's get rid of this hood because this is a disaster. I don't even want to touch this thing until we get metal to fill that in. We might as well get some metal for that 48 Ford. I think we need to go to the sheet metal store, get some sheet metal. I think we need to turn off the camera, work on this. Like that door down there, we need to hog that out. But the rest of it's not too bad. I think if we get this paint stuff, like, you know, that. I think if we get that and we put a good sealer on it or a good primer, we're gonna end up painting it with one of those cans of paint. I think number 1 was the choice because that's the one me and Mary liked. Anyways, we do that. This I don't think is gonna be too bad. I think we could probably use like 100 grit or something on some of this, smooth this out. I'm guessing. So you got time in the comments. Once you see this video, I may have not painted it by then. If you know something about it, let me know. Yeah, I could take it to a place, John. You know how much they'd charge me to make a nice job on this?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, probably about 8 times what I have in the vehicle. So not really gonna happen. My rat rod, didn't paint it at all. The Suburban, we did paint the roof.
No.
And that was it. And I'm not really keen
What about
on
the bumpers? What about the grill?
Oh yeah, we painted those in the wheels. But I want to do something with that too. I don't like that brown on there. That brown was put on there in 1990. I don't like it.
Oh, that'll take off some of the brown.
Yeah.
It'll also get to the metal on some of the blue.
I don't want that green or that blue underneath that turquoise. I kind of want to make it more of that color, but so
go get yourself a can of that turquoise.
No, I think if I get some paint remover or something, I can make it better. I don't know. If people want to see that back on the video, I'll do it. But I'm really over that truck, and I don't mind turning it into cash to spend on one of these others. So again, somebody really wants that thing, you know, let me know in the email. I'll make it happen. It's not a problem. I won't lose sleep over it. It's a good truck. I can't keep everything, you know. Anyways, let's turn the camera and our brains off and go to work here, John. So John, give me a hand here. I'm gonna tap like this, and you scrape the rust out. That's how you do body work. Body work, guys. You gotta give it a little. Little taparoo.
Oh, that's a chunk.
Looks like a coal chute. You know when you see those guys that are loading coal cars, they pull that thing and all the coal comes down out of the mountain. Yeah. But that's where miners.
What happened to the doors? Well, you see, apparently they were all rust. Oh, nice.
Got part of the inner door working there.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't know yet.
Oh, baby. Look at that little gem.
Nice. I'm sure that'll be important later.
These are what are called leftover pieces we don't need. Welcome to Washington. All right. That's pretty good. Oh, no, we still got more. I was talking to this friend of mine, and he says, you get into old body work, stop. He says, you'll start, you know, just keep going and going and going. Hold the door open a little bit so I can swing my hammer. But he didn't know that I knew how to do body work. He didn't know hitting it with a hammer is called repair. It's shaking out of a hole back there. Look, there's a little smiley face. One eye, two eyes, a little nose, its mouth. It doesn't seem very happy, but it's a little face.
I don't know if they can see that.
Right there.
Show them right here.
I'll focus them in. See that little face? There's another one. Oh yeah. And then there's all this. I mean, it's like a day at the beach. Well, we're gonna keep hammering on this for a bit. Probably a little smiley will disappear. Oh, there's another one right there. Eye, nose. Oh, help, help. Anyways, we'll get back to you in a few minutes. You know how you get all these old hot rods faster? They say you always lose weight. How do you do that? Get all the rust out of the door. Oh yeah, she's getting down to her weight now. Get her down to her fighting weight. Big engines, right body. Yeah, there's a hole back there, John, where the screwdriver will fit. You don't need any of that.
No,
No, you don't need any of that.
No.
So that's pretty good, actually. That's not bad now that we got
The rust out of it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously we're just going to bondo that. I mean, clearly, duh. Yeah. Here, the same thing. We'll push that in so that bondo goes over it like the guy before us did. I don't know. Maybe I'm good enough I can, like, cut that out, stitch a piece in there. But I'd have to fold it under and... I don't know. Let me think upon it. You see this face, John?
No.
You know what that is?
No.
Face of disappointment. You know why I have it?
No.
That dang power stroke. You want to give a recap of what we did this afternoon?
I think you'd do better at it.
Mm-hmm. There was no oil in the high pressure reservoir. We fixed the check ball, and it still don't run very good. Hard to start. So, I don't know. Took it down to the O'Reilly's for them to check the check engine light that is literally on. There's no codes. So, I don't know. I'm going to try some sensors. Maybe I'll take it to a place. I'm not a diesel mechanic, but I am a Willys mechanic. What do I got going on here now that we're back on this?
That.
So I drilled a little hole right there so that as I'm chasing this weld, it won't just keep on going until the whole thing falls in half like a Herbie. So let me show you what. Let me show you. Let me show you. Here's my, oh, it is skullet right here, bud. I call it a skullet because it literally has skulls on it. Ooh, it's piratey. How filthy that is. That keeps my bald head from getting burned. Okay, so what do we got going on here? I prepped it up. I've got quite a bit of sanding done. My hands are on fire from that orbitable. This whole side's kind of sanded first time through. We're gonna fix this. Go buy some bondo. First I gotta have to put a backer. This is a backer. It'll only cover that much. Then I need to figure out something else. But
I'm sure the weld will fit it.
should I put the ground on there as a clamp to hold it?
That would help it, yeah.
Every episode it seems like I'm welding something. Why is that, John?
Well, because you have rusty junk cars.
That's exactly right. Because I have junk. Don't let it get your finger. Ah, come here, you. Oh, yeah, show them that mess. I'm going to try an old internet trick. I'm going to get some expanding foam and put in there, then bondo over it and give it 5 years, and then, move on with life. Alright, so that's got a backer right up to there. Oh. Hand me those vis grips. I need to fold that down to it. What did you use this on last? Look how thick that is.
We were using it on the 48 Ford. Something to do with that.
Yeah, this is a lot newer. This is a 54.
Yeah. Well, like 6 or 7 years.
Oh yeah. Toledo, Ohio, is where Willys had all their. I think that was their only plant, but I don't know. Come on, base grip. Alright. That's as good as I can do. The last guy bonded over the crack, so I'm at least better than him. Here we go. Let's see what happens. By putting that piece of metal behind there, it won't push through as easily. Let's get rid of this. What? Oh, that was I had it on top of there. Why is it so hard to
put the vice grip on there?
Man, it's tough being me. John, don't turn out like your dad.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Yeah, I've always suffered in that tough area. The dumb part I got covered. Be a high school graduate. Get married to a high school graduate. Have 4 kids. It'll be great. Then weld 50-year-old, 70-year-old metal. With your glasses. I know it sounds like complaining, but that's what you do when you work on something. Oh, that Bill Burr, remember that Bill Burr joke? Every time my dad would work on something, he'd start complaining, and it always ended in the same conversation. Don't ever get married. I didn't say that. In fact, this year's my 30th anniversary. Married, same person. Weird. Mrs. Just Enough Garage has learned the same as me. Get out of the way. She does her art, I do my cars. Get out of the way. All right, I think that's in there enough.
You can put your clamp on it and just weld it.
I think that I'm going to put my clamp way up here and weld it. That's coming along about as much as I can expect it to do. I probably should have changed to a lighter gauge wire, John, but I like to weld heavy duty stuff.
Yeah.
What? Truck was on fire.
Yeah, that's not my problem.
Never was. Let me get my right here. Let's see what it looks like. Definitely better than it was. Got a little hole there and a little hole there. You can see how thick the bondo is right there. So we'll have to smooth this. Well, anyways, I guess I can finish, John, and we just show them the end. They're not interested in this. Nobody's working on old cars anymore. They're worried about the environment, and they're driving electric cars, and they're going to fancy bars. They don't care about this anymore. All right. You know, you're so good at this stuff when you can wear your welder's hat to do this big metal welding job. I've seen this on the internet, John, and then we shave that down, we can put the Bondo over it and it won't just keep falling through.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Should I fill that hole right there?
Do what you want.
All right. Very worses.
You don't like it and cut it out?
Yeah. Filling it up. It's gonna make it, oh man, it's gonna be like molding. People used to lead cars. No, what should I do there?
Just foam the door shut.
Instead of leading cars, we're now foaming cars. Oh yeah, baby.
It's about as good as all the plastic cars.
Yeah. Well, that'll be all right, that whole Bondo. Where else do I need some of this?
The other door.
The other door?
Yeah.
Let's go look at the other door. Jump up here, as Mary would say. Oh yeah.
I don't want to jump.
Or should I put some Bondo in there to hold that? I don't know.
Well, you put foam and then Bondo. Come on.
I told you about that time that in high school this guy traded a paint job for a 68 Corvette and he used cardboard boxes as the backer and then Bondoed over them. Yeah, that's what my high school friends were like. He's actually more of a friend of my brother's, but the point is he did it.
Kids from your high school.
Yeah. You know, if you were gonna trade a 68 Corvette to a guy for a paint job and he's in high school, that ought to be your sign. It's probably gonna be hacky.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, you would expect the paint job to be a little better, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you're giving a Corvette away.
Yeah, I think he was painting a 69 or 70 Chevelle, and it was a lower quarter. It was all rotted out, and he put the cardboard in behind there, and then mudded over it. And he says it'll last a year or two. I guess that's probably what this system was. Yeah. I know. I've never tried this before. Should I weld the grill while I've got it here? This piece we did, or do I just foam it?
Both.
Yeah. Now we'll get some mud and do like this stuff here. I tried to eat out some of that with the grinder when I had it. That hood is a freaking mess, John. We're gonna have to go find some metal somewhere.
You just get a sheet of metal. You just weld it across there.
Yeah, because it's so thin. I don't think I can weld anything on there. But the pink thing is gonna cover most of it. The snorkely snork.
Carbon block.
All right. Well, that's the end of that. So, what are we gonna do? Oh, you know what? I think we're gonna cut the film for today. We're gonna go get some materials. I'm gonna try to get some primer on this, get it better, take a look at it. I'm not an expert. I am learning as I go. I can do a little bit of everything, and some of it's actually correct. Others it's not. Like, look at my battery box. That was correct. Putting a cam in that was correct. Doing all the brakes, that was correct. Making this.
I was about to say, what about that?
Mashing the windshield out.
That was correct.
Yeah, that's the correct way to lift the body off. You use your engine picker, stick it in through the window, and you chain it to the floor, and then you can just lift it right off. The problem is Gravity helps you.
When you do it wrong, it cracks your windshield.
So we got a bunch here. So now do I just come and foam this one? No, I think when we get the grill out and we straighten that out, we're going to have to... This one, this is the practice. And then this is the one we're trying to do nice.
Which is funny because this has more rust. But anyways.
But I practiced over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Bondo and 10 feet. You're never going to notice this when it's rolling down the road past you.
It's a 20-foot special.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at the bumper. They didn't even shorten it. They just folded it over. So, you know.
It's quality.
Yeah, it's quantity and quality. All right, let's get stuff done. Sunday afternoon, I've been kind of dinking around with this. Actually, nothing yesterday. We went to a parade. We goofed around with a car show. I did not take any photos. It's literally the same cars. But the primer now shows, see right here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can kind of see a little bit of work I need to do there that's bugging me. The rest turned out pretty good. You can see a little bit down in this shadow, which isn't the end of the world. And then this door. So I don't know that I even filmed any of this, Mary. I think the last clip, Mariana's with us today. Hi, Mary. This is my third daughter. She does all the editing. You do all the emails, everything YouTube. This is her right here. So if you got any questions, send them to Mary.
Yeah,
anyways,
all the comments and stuff.
Yeah, you're the guru. So anyways, I did some Bondo work down here. I got most of this off, and then you saw that I put some of this in there. Don't do it. Waste of time. Absolutely stupid
Such
idea.
a mess.
Well, I tried to fill it back here so the Bondo would go over, but then it didn't really. So I'm going to give this another coat today and straighten out this door. Let's go for a walk over here.
Walking, walking, walking.
Try to keep up. This fender turned out pretty good. This is really pitted here, and you can see it, but
there we go. So
but because it's pitted and the hood comes down on it, I'm not going to worry about it. Mrs. Just Enough Garage has been out. She loves it. She thinks it looks great. I did not sand any of this yet. That's on my to-do list. It's pretty rough. I am not a very good Bondo guy. Luckily, the Jeep's in good shape. So we got... I don't have my sunglasses. Woo! So... yeah, Mary. Oh! Yeah. So this pink, when we did the voting, which Mary could put the results in, I guess, right here, couldn't you?
Yeah.
All right. So the results of the voting, I think you and me were on number 1.
Yeah.
This was number 2.
And number 3 was all right, but it's just a worse paint.
So Mrs. Just Enough Garage says, I ordered this from Amazon, Darian, and this is the color I want. We came out here last night, and this is the color. And she goes, I don't want that color. And I'm like, yeah.
How does it look over the pink, though? I feel like it might be okay over the pink.
No, I don't know. It's harder to paint. I didn't want... I've sanded all this down to 80 grit, and I got rid of all the flakes. Everything. I got a little bit of work to do where the palm sander would.
Well, here you go. Here's the glitter. Just the aluminum on its own.
You know, this would look so beautiful as an Airstream style where you polish it all.
Oh, all shiny aluminum.
Paint that pink, shiny aluminum. Not gonna happen. Anyways, so I guess that's where we're at. So we'll probably time lapse me doing some sanding, some bondoing. I think that might then be the end of this video because I think between all the other hooey we got going on here. So on this is my first layer before we, right there, that weld, that was my first layer, and there's just a little dip there, and I've sanded it, and I got a bee visiting me, and it's just a little dip, so I'm gonna, so let me talk about what Bondo I got.
Do you have your flexible spatula things? You got the Bondo tools? Yeah.
I got this Evercoat body filler. This was 19 bucks at the O'Reilly's. It's what they had. I think I'm going to get the regular Bondo after I get the holes filled. This is really good for filling the holes.
But not smooth.
Do these glasses make me look dumb?
No.
Thanks, Mary. Easy to build and shape, so that's why I got it.
No dumber than usual.
Thanks, Mary. So we'll mix some of this up, but I want to do some sanding down there first. Anyways, I put the primer on. I'll most likely prime the rest of this Jeep with the rattle can. But you see this crap in here, Mary? I still got to do something with this.
The drippies?
Well, that came out of it. Somebody spilled a gallon of paint inside. This is me. This is me. But the sander only does so good. The Jeep's only going to be so good. It's going to be a 1,000-yard stair Jeep. I got to fix the hood. Anyways, let's get rolling on what we're doing today. It's simple. Put a little of that in there. There's instructions. Let me show you. Oh, here's my warning. So it says make a puddle like this big and then put a stripe this big. Make a puddle this big and put a stripe about that big, 2/3. Don't do the whole much. It dries too quick and it is a bugger and it ruins your tools and it just dries too quick for me anyways. I'm a slow mover. Maybe if I was young and spry. Anyways, I'll get the sander going. Oh, this is a good review. I would buy one of these again. Did a really good job for me. Probably should wipe the dust off of here, huh?
You want a rag?
Yeah, it's too late now.
All right then.
I'm not smooth at this at all. It's like trying to smear peanut butter. But I am not good at smearing peanut butter. Now you know why I wasn't using this pink mat, because now there's
It's okay, we don't love the mat.
it must be nice. Must be nice to get one of these that's not 80 years old and has been through 4 or 5 life cycles.
Soph came down to check on you.
Oh, hi, Soph. What do you got? Some grass on your face.
And she darted into the shop and everything.
Oh. Yeah, Storm's been more back and forth, so maybe Soph's learning from that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if this is dry over here.
It's in the sign. It would help, I'd imagine.
I think probably what we need to do here, Mary, is on next week's video, we probably need to get that hood off. I need to get some metal, do some weld repair.
It sucked to put on.
Yeah, I know. And I'm practicing for this one, of course. This is the prize. This is the...
Practice?
Yeah, this is your first girlfriend. This is your second girlfriend.
First kid, second kid.
Yeah. Don't drop the baby. And then if you do drop the baby, say, "Are you okay?" So, I think we might end the video here. I think you have more than enough footage to make it interesting, hopefully. For those people who are new to our channel, I super appreciate it. Like I say, it was a big day for us. Today, Mary, is the...
27th.
2 years. We've been on YouTube 2 years ago. You will link to the first video, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, link to our first video. I think we were lighter back then, even though it's been 2 years. I think our projects have changed slightly, but I was thinking about this the other night before I went to bed. I bet on YouTube we've done 12 different cars in the 2 years. We did a bunch of Subaru stuff. We've done that Suburban. We've done these. We've done the Rat Rods, Capris, the military M38.
And that's only the stuff we filmed.
Yeah, no,
We've done other stuff we haven't filmed.
Motorhome race. I did the great 500-mile trip. I did the Western tour. I mean, we've done a bunch of stuff. And then anyways, around the corner, my Z car. You know, I'm waiting to start that one. I had this thing for a while, a few years back, where I was doing four-wheel drive cars. I got one left. We sold the other one. So with that, enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Keep us in mind. And like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Our next goal, 2,000 subscribers. Can we do it in under 2 years? Thanks for watching.